Hello everyone and welcome on back to some more dash auto repair. Today we're working on a Toro Grandstand. We need to replace the throttle cable. What happens is when you adjust it from slow to fast, it doesn't actually move the throttle cable. It's stuck. Tried to grease it and everything, so it's just time for replacement. I mean, this thing has 1,500 hours on it, so it's due for one anyways. So we need to take off this knob. You can just unscrew it. But before I get to that, there's these two nuts. A 5/16. Obviously a ratcheting wrench because my time is important. An extension, and here is the replacement. So the part looks a bit different. I guess this is a different part number now. But yeah, so let's get right into it. First things first, coffee. Then after the coffee, you want to come to this side and you want to take off that zip tie. I didn't have my dikes on me, so I'm just going to use these pliers real quick just because it works. You don't want to pinch anything else, but basically take that off. It's going to be hard to hold the camera at the same time. Now that you have that zip tie off, you want to make sure you zip tie it back to that same location. You don't want it like clanking and banging right here, not zip tied to anything. So, all right, now that we got that off, I'm going to focus my attention up to the top, take that knob off. We're going to stick this underneath the tray and get it out. Let's get it. So yeah, just stick this thing underneath, give it a couple turns, and then it'll pop those out. And pretty much you just want to take the nuts off, securely place them somewhere where you don't lose them, and do that to both of them. And then from there, that entire unit becomes loose, and then we're going to focus on this portion right here. All right, so I'm going to take this off real quick. After you take the one off over here, you're going to need multiple extensions to get to the one in the back. Let's get it. Loosen that thing up. I have found that I need to actually, there must be some Loctite or something, some sort of mechanism that's locking this thing on. But my torque wrench isn't that charged, so I wasn't able to take it off, so I had to take it off with my fingers. So I got that one more left, so I'm gonna take that one off, take off the knob, and then, like I said, we're gonna focus our way down here. So these are very easy to lose. Mine fell all the way down here, so I had to get a magnetic grabber to grab it, so thank God I found it. All right, put the tools away. So those were 3/8. Now these down here are an 11/32? No, 5/16. So we're gonna first take this off, go around, and then we'll take this off, and then we'll put the new one on there. Easy peasy, stay tuned. So for some reason, this knob will not come off. So worst comes to worst in that scenario, we're gonna cut it with a grinder just to get it off. And then we'll proceed with the rest. Stay tuned. This is me every time I use a grinder. All right, I'm telling you, grinder is the way to go. This thing was stuck, could not get it off. That was there previously. And there you have it. Here is the mechanism itself. So it actually turned it, but this piece right here was not going in and out like it's supposed to. So I'm gonna wrap it around. We're gonna go ahead and take that off real quick. Looks like it is it's the 5/16. Is it the top or the bottom? Let's see. Wrap this around. Looks like it's the bottom. So we're gonna go ahead and take the bottom off. 5/16. Get the automatic wrench, because why would I turn this with my hand? Don't lose the screw or the little plate on it, so I'm gonna let go of my phone real quick. And there you have it. There's the old one. That little slip right there just goes into the little notch. There's a little hole that it just slides into. It's super easy. It didn't fight me at all. You just pull it out, just be gentle, because you don't want to bend that mechanism down there. And all right, let's go ahead and put the new one on. All right, well, here's the new one. We got to take the knob off. to put it in there. I need to route this thing appropriately in that little hole, and then from there I'm going to secure it to the bottom post. So let's get to it. It's just a screw, and it's just that plate with the 5/16. So like I said, you just put this little thing in the tiny hole, slide it in there like so, and then you secure it. Let's get it. All right, and now with that piece on, just like that, you want to make sure the bottom notch is in the notch and secure it over there to that little pin. Very simple. Then route it around. Now we're going to need to zip tie that back over there, and then from there we're going to take this knob off, slap it in here, and secure it, and turn this bad boy on and see how it works. Alrighty, and from there, make sure you zip tie. Don't do it too tight if you're going to include the fuel line in there too. And then I just went ahead and put the screws in here to secure this in place. Now I need to tighten those, so I'm going to tighten those, then I'm going to put the ball back on. It's easy, you just screw it on. And then from there, we're going to test the mechanism itself to verify it moves the throttle back and forth. And then at that point, there's the job well done. Let's get it. Alrighty, so I went ahead and secured these two nuts underneath. Just make sure they're tight, not too tight, you know, just tight enough. And it's back there, so you're gonna have to work your way in here. So if you can't get your chemo in there, or whatever else you got in Milwaukee or whatever, then just use a ratchet just to get in there. But quickly, we just need to put this on and move it up and forth, but we don't really need that to move it up and forth, so we're going to test it real quick. So right now we're in turtle mode, and I'm going to go ahead and slowly turn it up here. And as you can see, it is moving. And now we're in full throttle. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. See how that pin is hitting the screw? That is full throttle. You can adjust that, of course, with a set screw on that side. And now I'm going to go back into turtle mode. Boom. Finished. We did it. Make sure everything is secure. Zip tie is secure over there. These are secure. I'm going to go ahead and put the knob on. Job well done, guys. So I'm going to show you again after I get this knob on. Okay, it's on. Moving it. Feels smooth. Moves it perfectly. And we just replaced the throttle cable in Toro Grandstand. Stay tuned for more. Dash Auto Repair out. Peace.